This video is copyright protected, which is detailed on the last slide. The polycaster and steel caster hopper spreaders have numerous accessories available that can easily be installed. Before installing any accessories onto the hopper spreader, read the installation instructions for specific installation procedures. For your safety, always ensure that the vehicle is parked on a smooth, level, hard surface such as concrete, and ensure that the vehicle ignition is turned to the off position and the key is removed. Some of the available accessories for the electric hoppers are strobe light kit, primary and secondary work light kit, and vibrator kit. The hopper spreaders have an electrical hub located at the back of the hopper near the chute. This electrical hub is a plug-and-play system which allows for a smooth and easy installation. The accessory hub allows for 4 accessories with dedicated plugs that will allow the user to operate the accessories from the cab control. Position the driver's side and passenger side strobe light brackets at the rear of the hopper. The installation instructions will guide you through drilling and mounting the brackets on both the steel hopper and poly hopper. On the poly hoppers, 1-inch holes will have to be drilled on both the passenger and driver's side to route the harnesses, 2 on the passenger side and 1 on the driver's side. The 3-inch hole located on the driver's side of the hopper will allow you to route the driver's side harness into the electrical hub. Insert the harnesses through the 1-inch holes near the brackets and feed the harnesses down each of the hopper's legs. On the passenger side, the harness will exit through the 1-inch hole and extend across the hopper as so. On the driver's side, the harness will exit through the pre-existing 3-inch hole and into the electrical hub. To route and secure the harnesses on a steel caster, use the supplied fir tree mounts and cable ties to secure the strobe light harness between the lights and the electrical enclosure. To do this, drill 1/4-inch holes along both sides of the hopper. Cut holes in 2 of the breakthrough plugs on each side of the electrical enclosure and feed the harnesses in. The holes should be sized to form a tight seal around the harnesses. Once the harnesses are routed on the polycaster and steel caster, mount the relay fuse assembly to the electrical enclosure box by pushing the connector clip on the back of the assembly into one of the holes in top of the electrical enclosure box. Connect the strobe light connectors into the matching connectors on the relay fuse assembly harness. Remove the cover from the isolated stud block and connect the red wires to the positive terminal and the black wire to the negative terminal. Trim the access holes in the stud block cover and install the cover, and be careful not to pinch any wires. Connect the single pin terminal on the relay fuse assembly harness, yellow wire, to the white wire coming from port A of the spreader module. The strobe light comes with a preset flash pattern. It is possible for this default pattern to change to a steady on mode. Should this occur, the flash pattern can be changed to any of the 11 flash patterns available. Refer to the installation instructions to review the flash chart and directions on achieving your desired flash pattern. The primary and secondary work light kits can be mounted to a previously installed strobe light bracket by installing the work light to the mounting clip to the bracket. Once installed, attach the work light to the mounting clip. Before fully tightening, aim the light to the desired direction. Route the work light harnesses with the existing strobe light harness. If the work light is installed in a different location, or if there are no strobe lights installed, you will be required to drill holes in order to install the mounting clip. Refer to the installation instructions for detailed instructions on this procedure. Mount the relay fuse assembly to the relay fuse assembly bracket. Plug the work light harness connector into one of the matching connectors on the relay fuse assembly harness. Remove the cover from the isolated stud block. Connect the red wire from the relay fuse assembly to the positive terminal and the black wire from the relay fuse assembly to the negative terminal. Trim the access holes in the stud block cover and install the cover. Be careful not to pinch any wires. Connect the single pin terminal on the relay fuse assembly harness, yellow wire, to the gray wire coming from port A of the spreader module. The secondary work light will come with a light and a harness. It does not include a harness in relay fuse assembly like the primary kit. One relay fuse assembly can power 2 work lights. Plug the work light harness connector into the remaining matching connector on the relay fuse assembly harness that powers the primary work light. If necessary for installation, the spreader may be removed from the vehicle. Refer to the vibrator kit installation instructions for proper removal procedures for both steel and poly hoppers. The vibrator relay fuse assembly will be installed in the existing electrical enclosure. Attach the vibrator to its mounting location using the supplied cap screws, flat washers, and lock nuts. The cap screws with washers may be inserted from the inside with the nuts on the outside to avoid interference with the conveyor chain. Route the vibrator extension harness through the openings in the hopper legs and along the sill. Plug the harness into the vibrator lead. Install fir tree mounts into the holes along the sill and secure the 90-inch harness using fir tree mount cable ties. An additional fir tree mount is supplied for use if needed. Drill 1/4-inch holes at the desired location to install an additional fir tree mount. For poly spreaders, remove the idler take-up bolt and nuts from the driver's side bracket on the forward end of the sill. Retain nuts for reinstallation later on. The bolt will be replaced with a shorter one from the kit. Locate the 4 holes approximately 12 3/8 from the forward end of the driver's side sill. The fasteners holding the hopper to the stainless steel sill may have to be loosened and the hopper body centered on the sill to install the vibrator. Install the 5/8 by 4 take-up bolt provided in the kit in place of the 6-inch bolt previously removed. Drill 3/4-inch holes through both sides of the legs of the poly hopper. The hole in the rear leg should be positioned so the harness will feed into the opening at the front of the large electrical enclosure. Route the vibrator harness through the 4 holes drilled in the poly hopper legs. Secure the molded plugs to the hopper body using bundling clips within 2 inches of each side of the plug connection. Secure the convoluted tubing to the hopper body using bundling clips. For stainless steel electrical hoppers, cut a hole in one of the breakthrough plugs and feed the vibrator extension harness into the enclosure. For a poly hopper, route the harness into the large electrical enclosure and mount the relay fuse assembly to the relay fuse assembly bracket. Plug the vibrator extension harness 2-pin connector into the relay fuse assembly. Remove the cover from the isolated stud block. Connect the red wire from the relay fuse assembly harness to the positive terminal and the black wire to the negative terminal. Connect the blue wire single-pin terminal on the relay fuse assembly harness to the blue wire coming from port A of the spreader module. If the spreader was removed, refer to the vibrator kit's installation instructions for reinstalling the hoppers on the truck. Thank you for watching this video. We hope this video was helpful in guiding you on the installations for the multiple accessories available for the Fleet Flex hopper spreaders. As always, refer to the installation instructions for safety information and step-by-step instructions. If you need additional assistance, please contact our technical support team for further guidance.